Almost. Okay, here we go. Hey, welcome everybody back for our Tuesday workshop. Happy you're all here, as always. I'm sorry, it's our Friday workshop. I'm good. I'm okay. So really, welcome back. Thanks for being here. Today we're going to do something a little bit different. We're actually going to do two meditations today. And we're going to focus specifically on the second meditation. We're going to focus specifically on a an experience. I'm creating a series of experiences. I think when people come to learn about this, I don't think they're interested in the knowledge and the information, but I also think what's more important than that is taking action on that knowledge. Like understanding it without action is like having a map without a car. And action without knowledge is like having a car without a road, knowing without knowing where you're going. You just try different things, and maybe this will work, maybe that'll work. So what we're going to do in these experiences is combine knowledge and action. And the first experience is the experience of kindness. Now, in order to adopt this energy, and we're going to look at kindness more of an energy than as a thing, like it's not just doing kind things, it's actually embodying a certain type of energy. And in order to do that, you have to kind of agree that, yeah, like I do want to adapt kindness. Like I am committed to that. I'm committed to reshaping myself, reshaping my energy, and being more and more kind. And it's interesting because when we talk about kindness in the second part of this session today, it's not like say, oh, you need to do more kind things. You need to be kinder than you are. Everyone here is kind. But what I've come to understand about kindness, it's kind of like a poker hand. Like I have the kindness card, yeah, but I also have a lot of other cards that take away from my kindness too. Like yeah, I'm a kind person. Everyone would say I'm a kind person. Everybody would say that, which means you have the card in your hand, but it's not, you got to pull that card up and you got to start getting rid of some of the other cards. Like I was telling Brian the other day, like I also have this other thing where I like to feel like I control things and I control people and my kids and my wife and my grandkids. Well, I'm kind, but I'm also controlling too. So that actually affects my kindness. So these are things that we're going to open ourselves to really think about and experience at a deeper level. So that'll be the second meditation that we're going to do. Um, First of all, how's everybody doing? And how's everybody feeling? And like the purpose of this Friday workshop is to energize your meditation practice, to remember why you're meditating in the first place, to come back to it, to at least have an hour of alignment and peace and resonance, no matter how crazy your week gets. So, how's everybody doing? Just first off. Yeah, it's been a while, Jane. I'm glad you're back. Glad you're back. Excellent. Excellent. The weather's getting really nice too, so let's really let's push ourselves into this spring and summer season, and let's make this an opportunity to really improve ourselves and really do some self work. So that's what we're here to do today. So the first meditation I want to do is the clearing space meditation. I'm going to share my screen. It's about a 7-minute meditation. So get yourself into a spot, and then we will do the clearing space meditation. I want to just before you say that, the overstimulated comment. Thank you for sharing that, Kayla. This is really interesting. The more you, for those of you that have been at the Tuesday night sessions and are flowing higher energies, expansion energy, what's happening, and I can share my own experience, this expansion energy, you can't really control. You just invite it in, it flows. And expansion means that you're now doing different things. You're exposed to different things. Bonds are breaking, new bonds are forming, right? And you realize that you're inviting this energy in and you're also losing your self-awareness, like you're just in it, right? And then I was like yesterday I had a great day. Actually, one of my clients signed a big contract, so it was a really good day, a lot of dopamine, good experience. But I realized like it was like 7 or 8 at night last night, and I'm thinking, and all these things go into my head, and I go, whew, that was a lot. And then finally, I was able to feel a little bit more calm. But there's no problem. Like it wasn't a problem because everything I was doing was aligned. I was happy about it. I was excited about putting my energy into it with, my full heart, my full effort. And so, yeah, you can be like, it's when you said the word overstimulated, Kayla, that's what, like, I feel like that every day. But as long as it's aligned, as long as you're doing what you want, as long as you're busy doing the things you want to do, busy with your kids or with whatever it is that you love doing. I love playing tennis. It's not a meditation. Tennis and being with your kids and, working on contracts, it's not meditation. It's the opposite. It's the flow. And it's that feeling of, like, don't worry about the flow. Like, you don't have to feel guilty about the flow. That's the whole point. That was really what the cycle of mind was about. There's an inward flow, which is what we're doing today, the meditation, the morning, the night, the deeper meditations, the Tuesday night, ascension workshop. That's the inward flow, but that's only half of it. That's only just a few minutes a day. The rest of the day is the outward projection. And that's really what we're going to talk about in the second part is kindness. You want to align your projection with your values and with the things that you're excited about and with purpose and meaning. So there's a lot to be excited about. Life is exciting. Life isn't about living on a mountain and not helping people or, isolating yourself. Life is exciting. So let's get excited about it. But you also have to draw in because if you don't do that, then you're out of alignment. Then there's nothing to align to because you never took the time to actually align. So yeah, so I'm glad you said that. And Brian, I'm glad you're feeling a little bit better. We had our conversation earlier, and so yeah, I know you were sick earlier this week. So yeah, and it's okay to be on the roller coaster. And it's okay, like every day isn't a super up day. They used to have these biorhythms. I don't know if they still do that anymore, but we used to bet. There was this pitcher, it's for the Yankees. His name was Dave Righetti, and every time he had a triple up biorhythm, he would always win. So we would bet like $10 on Dave Righetti every start. Oh, not a good start for him. But life goes up and it goes down. Your health, you feel great today, I feel a little off today. But when things go down, it's just a disruption of what was. And so that's okay too. It's okay. Like just be really patient with yourself, generous with yourself, and just be really patient. So, and Carolyn, I'm so sorry. I have terrible headaches myself. I'm so sorry that yours are acting up. Okay, so without further ado, let's do the clearing space meditation, which we really need now that we just got all energized. Let's clear some space.
Welcome to this clearing space
You
meditation.
can hear that?
Take a breath. Just relax. Know this: you are way further along on this path than you realize. The shift to higher dimensional experience is already taking hold. And you don't even need to understand it. Just feel it flowing through you. Close your eyes. Breathe gently and relax. Notice how, even with your eyes closed, you may still feel your awareness projecting outward. Take a moment and reverse that awareness to inside your being. This is your inner sight. You are light, a flowing pattern of energy. And that's not your imagination. That's the truth. Connect with that flow of light and energy right now. Feel your energy brighten with every breath. Each cell now holding more light than before. All density dissolves. Light expands. Now sweep through your body and clear out everything in your life that's not aligned, that's weighing you down. It all gets left behind. All the many roles you've been playing, all the old stories you've been following, they get left behind. All the emotional baggage, all the stress and worry that you've been carrying, that's not who you are. See all that density just vanish into a zillion tiny flashes of light, dissolving back into the void where they all came from. And all that remains is light, clear and flowing with energy. And anything that isn't light or energy, it's gone. Those densities were never real. They never existed. They weren't yours to begin with. You can let them go. And the moment you withdraw your attention, they disappear, and all that remains is light. All the work is done. Effortless. Flowing. Surrender into that flowing light and energy, and clear out everything that has ever limited you. Let the residual emotions flow out of your face, your shoulders, your arms, your legs, and down into the earth. You're ascended, clear and awake. Not someday, now. It's easy. Clearing space isn't about escaping your responsibilities. You'll still talk to people. You'll still go to work, handle your tasks, show up for life. Nothing in the outer world changes at all. But now you're clear on the inside. That's what makes the difference. And because you're not carrying old emotions into every interaction, there's no performance. Nothing to prove. No masks. No stories. No hidden density. No reacting. No over-explaining. You're present, authentic, patient, holding more light. You are now a less dense version of yourself. Sweep through once more. Any lingering heaviness, release it. Let it dissolve. And all that's left is light. Nothing but light. Unfiltered, no obstructions, limitless. Take one last breath. Clear space. No longer bound. You are free and authentic, flowing, expanding, light. When you're ready, you can open your eyes and gently carry this feeling of light through your day.
Such a simple meditation. It's like 7 minutes, but within the first 60 seconds, you're right there. These guided meditations are, well, as I always say, I record them for myself. Yeah, that's clearing space. And there's two reasons you want to clear space. Number one is just to increase the energy flow and the flow of light and energy through your body. And the second reason is so that you can actually anchor more of higher frequency energies because now there's fewer lower density energies in your body residing in your body. So it really is about cleaning your physical body or clearing space in your physical body. That actually is an important part of it. So it's an important feeling that you should have. Hi, Marianne. Welcome back. Um, I want to take that experience and now go into the second part of what we want to talk about today. We want to experience kindness, not as a concept, but as a radiant energy. You're actually going to actually manifest the energy. And if to go just a little bit deeper, and then we'll go deep and then come back up. But Sanskrit is an ancient language, very ancient language. It started to be written about 3,500 years ago, but it had been spoken for many thousands of years before that. NASA has studied Sanskrit. It's been studied. There's a lot of interesting things about Sanskrit. It's a very unique language. But one of the interesting things about Sanskrit is that they believe, part of the tradition of the Sanskrit spoken language is that when you speak a word, or a phrase, you're actually shaping energy. You're actually corralling this energy, speaking it, and now this energy exists. So, for example, they believe Om is the vibrational energy of the universe. And when you say it, you're actually bringing that into manifestation. Um, well, one of the things that we're going to be talking about, what we're going to talk about next, is this experience of kindness. And what I want you to understand that, and the Sanskrit, there's a lot of different Sanskrit words for kindness. The one that I want to focus on is called Sad Bhavana. Sad means good or pure. Bhavana means cultivated or grown or cultivated over a long period of time. So the definition of kindness is a genuine feeling of like almost like a field of gentle compassion that allows you to be receptive and it actually generates an energy, it radiates an energy out. So when you are able to anchor this kindness energy inside you, once you successfully anchor it, which we'll do a meditation on today, once you continue to anchor and you use this meditation over and over again, you're anchoring, first of all, you're calling this energy into existence. You're literally deciding this is the energy I want to create now, and I'm going to embody that energy. So it didn't just happen, randomly. It happened because you made a decision to anchor, to embody this energy, call it into existence, embody it, and then over time keep repeating the experience until it begins to anchor in you. And that's the first part, is anchoring the energy, this new feeling, this energy of kindness. The second part is anchoring it and allowing the feeling of it radiating around your body. And then the third is to act in alignment with this energy. And I'll talk about that towards the end because understanding your actions are aligned. Well, let me say it right now. Once you embody this feeling of kindness, which we'll do in a minute, once you embody this, your actions will naturally flow through this kindness because you've become this energy. There's no difference between you and kindness. You've embodied it. And so your actions, your words, your ideas, they all flow from that. But we're human, right? And we're going to say some things that are unkind. And we're going to say some things that are out of alignment. And that is the most important part of the work. Because when you're out of alignment, let's say I go downstairs and I'm talking to my wife or whatever, she triggers me, says something, and I say something sarcastic. Well, you would always say something like that. Wasn't kind, right? And you don't have to wait that long before I do it, right? So you say something unkind. Now that misalignment that's the data point that you've been looking for. Because now I say, wow, wait a minute, that didn't feel right. So now that you've anchored the energy and now you're expressing another energy which is not aligned with it, it doesn't feel good. It's not punishment. It's not guilt. It's, why did I do that? Like, and it's now because now if you weren't anchoring kindness, you would be saying unkind things all day long. You'd have no idea because you're just saying it. Still comes out naturally. But when you anchor this and you say it, it creates an unhappy and an uncomfortable energy inside you, like a feeling. And the key is don't beat yourself up. It's a data point. And you know what I say to my, say, honey, let me back up. I back up out of the room. I come in. You know what? I'm trying to be a better person than that. I'm really working on being better. I'm working on specifically on my kindness. And you know what? I'm sorry I said that. I don't have to explain to her that she said something that triggered me, which made me say something. That doesn't matter why it happened, right? But it happened. And I'm going to rewind that and I'm going to come back as a better person where I want to express in alignment. So would you allow me to apologize and start again? So this data, it's so important to understand when you anchor the right way to do it. The right way means the way you want to be, right? The way you choose to be. So I'm choosing to be this person, and I'm always expressing from that, except sometimes I don't. And that's the key. It's that data point. That's the most important thing because as soon as you see it, otherwise you can't improve. There's no path forward. There's no path to ever getting better. But when you see the mistakes, and when I say a mistake relative to your alignment, right? Something out of alignment, that's the data point. Now you can do it. And then when you do it again, you say, why did I do that again? And you're learning each time you do it, you uncover something deeper and deeper and deeper, excuse me, inside yourself that you learn and you go back, you rewind, and you try again. So that I wanted to share that. Give me one second here. And I want to give you, okay. So a couple of things. I am working on for new people and also for us as well, for everyone who's here. I'm going to be incorporating a series of experiences. I've already written the script for the first two. The first one is kindness, which will be about a 15-minute video. And the second one is self-love. They're like two strands of a rope. They're you got to weave them together. They're related. They're not quite the same thing, but they're related. And once you have these two experiences anchored inside you, now you literally have a path. You have a rope that you can climb up and you can start to move up and get where you want. But the most important things that I want to share with you, kindness is an energy and it's a tangible experience. You can call this energy into you and actually create a tangible experience. And you can experience the energy inside. You can feel what it feels like, and it radiates around you, as does all energy. If you have anger, you can feel the anger inside you, and it surely radiates in the field around you. All emotions, all energies, anything that you choose to hold on to. Problem is, we don't really know what we're holding on to because we never really were given a choice. Now we're making choices and we're identifying the energies that we want to hold on to. So knowing that any energy is tangible and radiates. Also, it's a two-way energy. When you're kind to someone, I think there was a Buddha quote, like for a single candle, like compassion is like a candle. You can keep lighting other candles and your candle never diminishes. It's not like it takes something from you. It's actually quite the opposite. And all energy works this way. When you are kind, when you say kind words, when you create a kind presence, when you're compassionate, that energy flows right back to you, as does anger, as does boredom, as does whatever. You name the energy, it's the way it works. Energy is two-way. So when you express kindness, you're getting it all back. So what is kindness? All right, so let's do this. And where you can eyes open or eyes closed, whatever you feel comfortable with. I want you to go back in your life and I want you to bring up the face, the personage of the person who was kind to you. Maybe they were a really good listener. And I want you to realize that what they were giving you was a radiant energy. They were the embodiment of kindness. And what you felt was that radiant energy. And the important thing to know about energy is when you walk in a room, you know that you're with a kind person or an angry person or a bored, anxious person. It doesn't matter. When you're with a kind person, it has to do with what they say and do, but you don't have to wait for them to say or do anything. You just feel their radiant warmth. You feel a gentle acceptance. You feel a sense of emotional safety. And I hope you had a person, maybe you had many people, and I hope you didn't have nobody, because if you had nobody, then you urgently need to be that kind of person for somebody else, because people need this kind energy. It's a sense of emotional safety, non-judgment, a sense of belonging, someone who like sees you and understands you. They like you. They're encouraging. And most importantly, they're not asking you to change. You're enough just as you are. When you're with this person, you're enough just as you are. And I want you to feel what it feels like to be with someone who does give you does project that emotional safety and that sense of belonging and that sense that finally somebody is seeing me, seeing the inside of me. Someone appreciates me as I am, not someone who's always trying to change me, someone who's encouraging me and supporting me and lifting me up. And sometimes it's what they say, sometimes it's what they do, but many times it's simply being in their presence makes you feel like you're enough. Now, here's the most important concept. That feeling that you feel and that you can feel now when you're with this person, that feeling, that energy can be manufactured. You can be a little glowing light, a radiant glowing light of kindness. You can actually manufacture this in yourself. So what we're going to do is we're going to call this energy into existence. We're going to merge that energy with our own energy field, and then we're going to do one other second step in that meditation. Again, your inner sight will work with your eyes open or your eyes closed. It's fine. I want you to imagine above your head the big word in big letters, kindness. But kindness is much more than just a word and some letters. It has an essential meaning. It has its own energy. So I want you to build that essential energy around that word like a cloud up in the sky. It says kindness, but it also means acceptance, being gentle, emotionally safe, non-judgmental, a sense of belonging, a sense of seeing people and hearing people for who they are, accepting people, supporting. and encouraging them. And that's the meaning. I want you to create like a cloud of energy around that word kindness because it means all those things. And now I want you to lower that energy. And as it comes down and it touches the top of your energetic field, all of the essential meaning of the word kindness and all these related concepts begin to fill up your energetic body. I want kindness to fill up all the space in your body, kindness in your skin, kindness in your muscles, kindness in your bones, kindness in your joints, kindness in your heart, pumping kindness to every cell in your body, kindness in your DNA. Again, imagine the word kindness over your head and create an energetic cloud, non-judgment, accepting, emotional safety, gentle, supportive, feeling like you're enough. And take that energy of kindness and again lower it. And the moment it touches the top of your energy field, it just infuses itself, fills you up until now there is no difference between that energetic cloud and you. You are now that energetic cloud of kindness. Just let it expand in you, let it float through you, percolate into your cells, into your DNA. Kindness, but not just the word, everything that it means. It's essential energy, this kind energy that now is part of you. And now I want to go to the next step. We're going to take this energy of kindness and we're going to use it as a reference point, as a moral compass within ourselves. We're going to create a mountain. I want you to imagine now that this kind energy is forming a mountain inside your being. This mountain is magnetic, it's gigantic, it's ancient, it's kindness. It can't be eroded or chopped away. It can't be broken. It can't be covered. It's kindness. It is what it is. And now that is anchoring as a mountain in your body. And wherever you go today, this mountain is going with you. And you'll remind yourself, I've got this mountain of kindness. This is now the reference point. This is the moral compass. This is the alignment. And why is this important? Because you're not being kind as a transaction. You're not being kind to look good to other people or for any other external reason. You're being kind because you are choosing to anchor kindness into your own being, to become kindness. And once you can decide on one thing like kindness, there's nothing you can't change about yourself. There's no energy you can't imagine and absorb. There's no thing you can't accomplish because you are autonomous, self-reliant. You don't need other people to remind you. You don't need other people to pat you on the back. You don't need to go hey, I'm working on my kindness today. Don't do that. In fact, that just dissipates the energy. Work on anchoring this mountain of kindness inside yourself. This is the inner work. Come back to this experience over and over and over again until many times throughout the day, you're reminding yourself, you're feeling this mountain, and that immediately reminds you to be kind. So first you anchor the energy. Now radiate this energy around your body. The mountain is not just inside you. The mountain is also around you. You are the whole thing. Kindness. Everywhere you move, you bring that kind, radiant energy. Patient, compassionate, listening, accepting, allowing other people to be who they are, liking other people, gentle, non-judgmental. That energy now radiates around you and is anchored deep, deep, deep within you. The Sanskrit word is sad bhavana. Sad means good or pure. Bhavana means cultivated. So you're now cultivating a steady field. I have it written down. I'm going to say it right. A cultivated, steady field of goodwill that makes compassionate listening possible, emotional safety, pure, non-judgmental intention. This is now anchored in you. This is round one. Do this a few more times, and each time let it sink deeper. And the more you do it, the more this becomes muscle memory. The more this becomes, oh, okay, this is just what I am now. This is what I am now. I want you to carry this around with you. And so number one is do the work. Number two is radiate it around you and carry it with you wherever you go. And number three is to begin to speak, think, and act in alignment with this energy. Because now you have a reference point. Act in alignment with this energy. And as I said earlier, the golden moment is when you notice yourself being unkind. Oh, wow, that didn't feel good. That's the golden moment because now you've got a data point. You have something you can work on. You can unpack that, try to learn more about why, why did I do that? And you'll learn about why that came out. And you'll be able to unpack that and anchor yourself back and express back out in peace and kindness, gentle kindness. And practice it. If you've got children, what an opportunity you have. If you've married or have a partner, what an opportunity you have to express kindness. If you don't have anybody in your house and it's just you, be kind to yourself, gentle, accepting, patient, non-judgmental. And you can't really be kind to other people until you've learned to be that kind of person for yourself, to show up for yourself with gentle, non-judgmental acceptance, patience, allowing yourself to be the way you are, allowing the journey to be the way the journey's going to be. Just let that sit. The magnitude of the importance of this, cultivate this intentional. It's very simple. Yes, anybody could have figured it out, but we're doing it. It's not just the knowledge of kindness. It's not just doing kind things. It's understanding that kindness is an energy that you can absorb, you can experience, it's tangible, you can build it, solidify it, anchor it, and radiate it around you. And the more you give kindness to yourself, the more you are kind to your children, your partner, your coworkers, the more kindness you express, the more it radiates back into your life. All energy is two-way like that. And you're now going to be expressing kind energy and receiving it. And you're not doing it for anything in return. You're not doing it to show off. You're not doing it for any other reason. It's just the way you want to be. It's the way I want to be. I want to be kind. I want to be more and more and more like this energy. I want to feel more and more like this. I want to get better and better at being non-judgmental, allowing people to go on their own way, accepting people for who they are, letting them know, letting myself know that I'm enough, letting you know that you're enough. And I accept you, and I'm not trying to pull you in all different directions. I love you and like you just the way you are. And it's interesting because we started by clearing space, And what that allows is more of this energy to come in and anchor because it's not, you're not fighting against it with negative emotions and stress and all that stuff going on. All that's gone. And now this kindness can fully, fully, fully immerse itself into your being. And remember, this didn't happen by accident. You chose to do this. You chose to anchor this energy. You brought it, literally called it into existence. We put the word over our head, we called it into existence, we built it up as deeper and deeper essential meaning, and then we absorbed it. And then the final step was to anchor it as a mountain. So now when you leave, I want you to notice that mountain goes with you. And the more you can remember that visual, the more you can remind yourself about this. And even if you lose it and you're on the roller coaster, when you say something that's out of, just trust yourself. You're going to be in alignment almost all the time. Don't worry that that everything is crazy. That's the way life is, right? Don't worry about that. But what you're looking for is the times when you're out of alignment. Wow, that didn't feel good. Why did that happen? And how can I withdraw that and re, react in a better, kinder way. So just keep plugging in. Just keep plugging in, guys. That's going to be experience number one for new people. So when they come in, that's what they're going to see. That's what they're going to be drawn. That's where they're going to be told to go. And the ones who experience it, um, well, then hopefully they'll go on to the next experience. The next experience, and maybe we'll do that next week, will be self-love, which is a relay. I mentioned self-love and kindness. They're like two strands of a rope, making the rope stronger. Kindness and self-love. So that's what I wanted to share with you guys today. All right. Thanks, everybody. I appreciate you being here. Keep plugging in. It's going great. You guys are awesome. Be patient with everything. Be patient with yourself. Be patient with your journey. Be patient with whatever's going on in your life. This is a marathon, folks. This is not, we got to finish this by Friday. This is going on and on and on. It just keeps looping. The weeks keep going on and on and on. Eventually, it's going to be next year. Eventually, it's going to be next decade. This is a long process, and you got to be really gentle. Be very specific and intense, but also be gentle with the results. Don't get attached to anything has to happen today or tomorrow. Just be this. But most importantly, try to keep this feeling, this mountain of kindness and this radiation of kindness as you go through the rest of the day. And as we always say, every time you do these meditations, we're activating unseen forces. And when you do them over and over and over again, the forces say, oh, okay, there's a pattern. And the forces begin to align to that pattern. Then they start to flow through you. Then the forces start to use you to express. So I agree with you, Marianne. Animals and plants. And one of the things in the experience, the way it begins to prove that it's actually an energy, and I don't need a scientist to tell me, right? We don't need science to confirm this. Babies, they don't have any language, they don't have any cognitive abilities, they don't have any experiences. They know kindness. Animals, the same way. Plants, the same way. It's an energy. It's not your imagination when we say it's an energy. It's a specific energy, a wavelength of energy with all good things inside of it. Babies know when they're safe. The kind word, a gentle hand, just patient eyes. Just be patient with people and let people be themselves and say, you know what? You're awesome, man. I love the way you are. It's okay. You don't have to be anything different to be enough. You're already enough. Carry that energy inside yourself, share that with yourself, and share it with the folks who are in your life. Love you all. I'll see some of you. Oh, one more ads, right? 8 p.m. Tonight, we're doing this again. And also 10:30 a.m. Sunday morning. 10:30 a.m. Sunday morning. We're going to do our alignment workshop again. Great. I'm glad that was valuable for you guys. Everyone have a great rest of your day. I'll see some of you at 8 o'clock again tonight.